Okay, in this particular video, we're going to be graphing some linear relationships and word problems. And so Khan Academy has given us this really cool widget tool. We're going to make our graph using these green dots, but we got to make sure the green dots are in the correct spot on the graph. Otherwise, we will get it wrong. All right, so I hope this is the correct pronunciation of his name, Elon. Sat on the dock with his fishing rod when he suddenly felt the rod being pulled down. He reeled in his catch, causing it to ascend at a constant rate of 0.1 meters per second. So we're going to write things down as we read. That constant rate of 0.1 meters per second is talking about this concept called slope. So I know my slope is equal to 0.1, also known as 1/10. And when it says ascend, I don't know if you guys know what ascend means, but it means that goes up. Descend means go down. Ascend means go up. When it reached the water's surface, after how long? Now, what is the water surface? The water surface actually refers to the height when it's 0. All right, so after what? 35 seconds, it reached the water's surface. So here we have seconds. Here we have altitude in meters. All right, so we're going to take a look at this. It's very, very easy. We're going to use slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and we're going to plug things in. So it looks like our y value is 0, so I'll make it equal to 0. Our slope is 1/10, so I'm going to put 1/10, and our x value is 35, so I'll put 35 plus b, and oops, that's a horrible looking 0. Here we go. 0 equals 35 times 1/10, which is 3.5. All right, plus b. Looks like b is equal to a negative 3.5 if I subtract 3.5 from both sides. So what does that mean? That means the fish was 3.5 meters under the water. So the other ordered pair, I got a 0 and what? Negative 3.5. This represents my x-intercept. This represents my y-intercept. So let me take a look. Scrolling down. I'm going to put this dot right there at negative 3.5. I'll put this dot at 35, 0 because it says it reached the water's surface. So this right here would be the water's surface, the x-axis. See if I got it right. Oh, I am awesome. All right, let's see step-by-step solution, see if they did anything different. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let's see here. Wow. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. So they got 35, 0. Oh, looks like they were doing it. Wow. Just adding stuff over and over and over. You can read over that. I think my way's a lot faster, but you can add over that if you want. All right, let's take a look at this one. Wilbur landed his plane, causing it to descend at a rate of 0.2 kilometers per minute. He reached the ground after 15 minutes. So once again, I'm given a slope. All right, I'm given a slope. Now, a descending slope means it's negative. It's going down. And it's going down at a rate of 0.2. Now, just so you guys know, negative 0.2 is the same as saying negative 1/5. Those are equivalent. So you can use negative 0.2 or negative 1/5, either way. Now he reached the ground after 15 minutes. Now what does that mean? That means after 15 minutes his altitude was at 0. So I know right there that's going to be my x-intercept. So I'm going to take that point right there. I'm going to plot it right there on the old x-axis. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to find my y-intercept and we'll call it a day. So all you got to do is put y equals mx plus b, and it looks like my y value that I have is 0. I've got a beautiful slope of negative 0.2. I've got an x value of 15, and I'm just going to solve for my y-intercept. Just remember, descend means your slope is what? Negative. It's a negative slope because you're descending, you're going down. All right? So if you take 0 equals, now remember I said that was also equal to what? Negative 1/5. You multiply that, what happens when you take a negative 1/5 of 15? That becomes negative 3. All right, but you can also use a calculator. If you don't believe me, it's okay. Students usually don't believe me. Just think I'm just doing some type of magic. I don't know. See, SOLE equals what? -3. So what's our b value? Have to equal. If I add 3 to both sides, our b value is a 3. So my other point is what? A 0 and a 3. Can you plot those 2 points? I hope so, because if you can plot them, you can get it right. So 15, 0, and 0, 3. Let's do it. 0, 3. 15, 0. Yeah, there we go. Got my y-intercept, got my x-intercept. Roll the dice. Boom. Nailed it. Okay, here we go. Next one. Archimedes drained the tub. Drained the water in his tub. 62.5 liters of water were drained each minute, and the tub was completely drained after 8 minutes. Look at that. This is going to be our last problem because I'm tired of doing these. So here we go. We've got our x-intercept. How many minutes does it take for it to completely drain? What would you guys say? 8 minutes. We got an 8 and a 0. And we've got a slope. If it's going down, we got a slope of what? -62.5. -62.5. So once again, I'm going to use this beautiful formula called slope-intercept form. Now, if you didn't know what I was doing the first 2 times, hopefully you're paying attention now. I'm going to color code it to make it even more fantastic. Here we go. Watch this. All right. So for my x value, I'm going to plug in an 8. For my y value, I'm going to plug in a 0. And for my slope, I'm going to plug in a -62.5. So here's what it looks like. 0 equals -62.5, close parentheses, open parentheses, 8 plus b. If you know how to plug in an x value, a y value, and your slope, you can find your y-intercept every single time. Now, -62.5 times what number? 8? It's -500. So I'm going to put 0 equals -500 plus b. And once again, if I add 500 to both sides, b equals 500. So I know I have a 0 and a 500, and I am done. All I got to do is plot a point right there. And then I got to plot another point at 8 minutes, and I don't know if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but probably right there. So let's take a look at it. Yep, that's right. All right, here we go. So we got to put one there, 0, 500. I got to put one at 8, 0. Got to make sure I do it correctly, otherwise I'll get it wrong, and I really don't want to get it wrong. And bam, there you go. All right, so that's all you guys got to do, okay? You just got to go back and take a look at your what? Your x-intercept, find your slope, plug it in, solve for your y-intercept, plot the 2 points, and you'll get 100. Good luck.